there, and welcome to another edition of the 1% Better podcast with your host, Rob O'Donoghue.
So, welcome. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by... No, I'm only joking. There is no sponsorship as of yet, but that's not to say I wouldn't take some. So, hello and welcome. This is what I'm calling the 1% Better Nashville VoxPop. It is a new spin-off show of the 1% Better podcast. It's a pilot. It's one I decided to do when I was visiting Nashville with some friends a couple of weeks ago over Easter. And during the episode, we went on the streets and bars of Nashville, mainly bars, and we asked the locals what would be their 1% better tip or piece of advice that they could share with the listeners and the world to make them or you that 1% better. I hope over the coming weeks and months when I visit new cities that I'll do the same sort of format and try and capture the responses from locals and see if there's a common trend or pattern that emerges, and also have a lot of fun doing it. So as I said, this is the first edition. I recorded the interviews with two friends, Cormac Breslin and Stacey Knox, who visited Nashville with me. Both of them played co-host for the day. And over the couple of days, we asked well over 100 folks in Nashville or those visiting what those 1% better tips would be. Over the next 20 minutes or so, you're going to listen to a mishmash of their responses. I'm hoping that you will enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. It was a beautiful sunny couple of days in Nashville. People were outside enjoying themselves. You'll certainly hear the background noises and the background music, so hopefully that adds to the atmosphere. If you like the episode, I definitely have some more content, and I could put a second one of this out in the next few weeks. But I said, let's just start with this 20-minute one, see how it goes down. As it's a bank holiday weekend here in Ireland, I hope folks that listen, it'll put them in the mood for relaxing, enjoying. There is some serious responses in here as well, but a lot of them are quite funny. So hopefully you'll get a bit of enjoyment out of it. And just a final quick note that I have recorded a bunch of new one-to-one interviews, which I feel are bringing the show to the next level. And I'll be releasing the first of those on Monday in the normal Monday release. So watch out for that. For now, enjoy the Nashville 1% Better VoxPop. Thanks. So hey, we're on the streets and bars of Nashville for the 1% Better podcast. I'm here with
Rob Miner.
That's Rob to Rob. So Rob, 1% better. What tip would you give to people listening to make themselves 1% better?
I would say stay true to yourself and do you, and don't worry about what other people think.
I like it. It goes down well. Thanks, Rob. So hi, my name is Rob. What's your name?
My name is Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny. I love your name and you look really good. So I have a show called the 1% Better Show, 1% Better Podcast. If you were to give a tip to our listeners to be 1% better, what would it be?
To get on and ride with Southern Comfort and have a blessed ride with them, a narrated tour.
That is an amazing piece of advice. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So this is the robofthegreen pod. It's called 1% Better is the name of the show, and it's basically about a little tip or trick you could give to the listeners to make them 1% better. So, sorry, what's your name?
David.
David, nice to meet you, David.
Nice to meet you.
You enjoying the day?
Oh, it's been a great day so far now.
It's only about 2 o'clock.
Oh, God, so early. Early. So
what would be your one piece of advice to the listeners to be 1% better that you would kind of abide by?
To me, it's all about manners, which is treating people nice, I guess, in a way, because if you exhume a good personality, they themselves have a good personality and stay positive. So that's how I would think that.
I like it. That's a really good one. Thanks, David. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
My machine said, that was a good answer.
Okay, good.
So we're here in, what's the name of this bar? The Rooftop? What's the name of the bar?
Acme
Bar. Rooftop. I'm here trying to find out tips and tricks from people about what you do that makes you better, that other people could listen to and actually do that themselves. So what's your name?
Robin.
Robin, I'm Rob. Nice to meet you.
Rob.
So what would it be? 1% better tip.
1% better tip, I feel like, is confidence. I feel like if you have confidence in yourself, You exude a happiness, and it makes other people happy as well.
How do you get the confidence?
You just have to find it in yourself. You have to do whatever makes search inside. Because there's haters everywhere, and everyone's always going to try to knock you down, but you have to rise above it.
Pick yourself up, get back out there and come.
You got it.
Lovely. Thank you, Robin.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
My name's Ashley.
Ashley.
Yes.
Cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So 1% better tip. What would it be?
All right, the one thing I've learned in life, how to be better is to be confident. If you're bad at something and you're like embarrassed about it or whatever, as long as you're confident, no one cares. You just look better, you feel better. Confidence is key.
And how do you become more confident? How do you do it?
You just have to feel better about yourself. If you think you do something that's like weird or embarrassing, like you don't give a shit what anyone else thinks. You just say, I did it, I don't care, I'm having fun, I feel good about it.
Walk it. Fake it till you make it sort of thing, is it?
Exactly, yeah. Even if it's like not good, just like pretend like it's good, and confidence is key.
Excellent.
For sure.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Emily.
Emily, lovely name.
Thank you.
And what would be your tip?
I think that if you see a homeless person on the streets of Nashville with a dog, you need to give them $1 because they need to feed their pups.
Just $1?
Or like, well, as many as you want.
$20?
I give them, yeah, if you want. I have $1, but whatever you want.
And do you have any recommendation on what they should buy their pup to eat?
Kibble.
Okay, and sausage.
Yeah, canned sausage.
Ham and cheese?
Whatever you want, but feed the dog first.
Feed the dog.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, thank you, Emily.
Oh, here we are. What's your name?
Heath Rivers.
Heath?
Yes, sir.
I like it. Heath Rivers.
Heath Rivers.
That's
yep.
a nice name.
It is.
That in itself is 1% better.
Not gonna lie to you.
So 1% better tip. What would it be?
You know, I really focus on health.
Health.
I try to
wake
up early in the morning around 7:30, hit a quick run, maybe 2-3 miles, get a good sweat going, and then
Sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out, guns out. Get my morning coffee, eat my egg whites and spinach omelet, and then hit class, library for 5-6 hours. I really try to like drive my confidence upon, you know, being better than the next guy, and that's how I'm 1% better than everybody here. Like I'm 1% better than everybody here, always, and that's how I'm 1% better every day. So
Heath, that is a fucking really good tip. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, man.
Hey, have a good one.
Cheers. Okay, so we're here with the 1% Better podcast, and we're interviewing.
Kelsey Mercadante.
Say that again.
Kelsey Mercadante.
Lovely to meet you. So I can see by your dress sense you're here on a bachelorette party.
Yes, I am.
So you feeling 1% better about that?
Yeah.
Excellent. So what would be your 1% better tip?
I'm getting married to Tyler Gratian, the man of my dreams.
Wait, Tyler Gratian?
Yeah.
Tyler Gray? I know, but I know Tyler. I know.
Oh, hey.
No, so is that going to make you 1% better?
Yes, it is.
You're saying to get married, it could be 1% better. Just 1%. Would it not be more than 1%?
Well, maybe more.
Okay. Well, at least 1%.
Hopefully.
Okay. Thanks so much. Tyler's a lucky guy.
Thank you.
So we're here with
Rachel Isles.
Rachel Isles with an A or an I?
An A.
Okay. And
Madison Saunders.
Madison Saunders. Rachel and Madison. Lovely. So what's the 1% better tip?
We teach the youth of America.
But you're the youth of America. You're only about 12. I'm joking. No.
People think that.
No. So what do you teach them?
Social studies and reading. 5th grade.
So you're making them 1% better.
Yeah, we're making them 1%
So you're
better.
saying teaching is the way to be 1% better.
Yes.
I like it. And yourself?
I teach 3rd grade, all subjects.
And you're going with the teaching 1% better.
I
tip.
am going with the teaching 1% better.
And just to try and steal another 1% better tip, anything else come to mind that you might like to give out there?
Drink a beer every now and then.
And have lots of good friends.
Lots of good friends, beers, and teaching. I love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
First of all, what's your name?
Stacy.
Stacey? I'm Cormac. It's nice to meet you. I'm from the 1% Better podcast. Basically, if you could think of one thing for people to do to make the world 1% better than it currently is, what would that be?
For people to do, or one thing that I could do?
How about you? Let's start with you.
I don't know how possible it is, and I know this is ironic because I'm sitting in a bar.
Yeah.
But I'd probably remove all alcohol. It causes so much trouble for people.
I don't think we can accept that as an answer.
That's called the 1% work.
Yeah. It's like censored. You got to censor that one. We're not allowed to do that. Okay. So what about what other people could do? Not just you. In general, let's keep alcohol out of this. I'm a little bit offended because I'm Irish. But let's move past it. And like, what else could you do?
I'm not good being on the spot.
We're here from the
1% Better podcast. My name's Stacey Knox. Your name is?
Mary.
Mary. Mary's going to give us an idea of what's going to make things 1% better.
I'd let someone buy me a drink.
That's a good answer, Mary.
Free drinks over here, please.
Free drinks is a good answer every time.
What advice could you give to somebody to say, hey, do this, you'll feel better and be better?
Oh, stop washing your hair.
Stop washing your hair. And why would you say that? I don't have much hair. He doesn't wash his hair.
Well, it just makes you have better hair if you stop washing it.
Okay, that's a good one. It's the first time I've had that one, but I appreciate it. Hopefully, people will stop washing their hair as a result. So. Do you wash your hair?
I haven't washed my hair in 8 days.
It's the whole thing before.
I kind of like it though. It's this kind of rugged look. It looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good,
It actually
right?
makes you look 1% better, probably.
That's what I think. I think it does make me look 1% better.
He's got great hair. So, sorry, what was your name?
Reagan.
Reagan, nice. Thank you very much. So, what's your name?
My name is Taylor.
Taylor.
Yes.
So, what would be your 1% better tip?
My 1% better tip, just the ability to empathize with people.
I love it.
Empathy is key.
Man.
So whatever.
That's the best answer so far today. The machine said yes. If you said compassion, I would have had to get my case. But
No.
The next level.
No, if you have the ability to empathize with others and like the whole common ground nonsense.
You have emotional intelligence. I know it. I mean, well done, man. Congratulations.
It has its moments.
Yeah.
It has its moments.
And your name is?
I'm Madeline.
Madeline. Madeline, what would be your 1% better tip today to share with the world now? You know the world can hear this. So.
My tip is whenever someone says something you don't agree with, to always count to 10 and wait to respond.
Do you put it into practice?
Huh?
Do you put it into practice?
Like multiple times a day.
Excellent.
Yes, especially at work.
So hey, what's your name?
Annie.
Annie. I love your outfit. I love your hat. I'm interested. I know you're going to give us a really good 1% better tip. What would it be?
Well, I just came back from Standing Rock. I was there for about 4 months, and so.
Can you explain a little bit more about that? I don't know.
You should probably tell people what Standing Rock is.
No DAPL, the Dakota Access Pipeline. Right. So, water protectors that are standing in for the rights of all people to protect the water and the earth and the air. We all deserve clean food and air and water. And so I would say to improve your life, pray more. And decolonize your mind.
Decolonize?
Decolonize your mind.
And again, just for me, maybe other people might listen, but explain what decolonizing means.
Because I don't know what decolonize means.
I don't know either.
Really? Well, because we're all living it. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the structure. It's the corporate structure. It's the structure that devalues people and puts corporate interest above everybody else.
Do you do mindfulness and meditation?
Absolutely.
Who would be your favorite mindfulness guru or meditator? Do you have anyone that you would go to?
I love Pema Children, but I wouldn't say that my spirituality or beliefs are limited to any one philosophy. I think there's a lot of validity in most any of them.
You said praying as well, though. Do you believe in a religion or spirituality?
Spirituality, yeah, because we're all connected. We're all part of this web, and what you believe or what you call it doesn't minimize the magnitude of the connectedness of all people. I believe that what we think and what we believe and what we put our energy to is what we manifest in our lives. So it isn't about other people, and it isn't a competition. It's about learning to be comfortable with yourself and acknowledging that the path is the journey. The moment is now. Your happiness isn't found elsewhere or outside of this moment. What we practice in this moment is what we create and what we bring more of into our lives. And so when we express ourselves through compassion and service and humility, and recognizing I'm not perfect and you're not perfect, but we don't have to be, and together, collectively, we are in our own ways, individually and collectively, perfect.
1% better. What would you do to make somebody's life 1% better? What's your one tip? And by the way, my name is Stacey. What's your name?
I'm Dim.
Dim?
D-I-M, like the lights are dim. I'm Dim. It's nice to meet you. Don't laugh.
No, I don't have him.
No, you better be. Anyway, you're going to make a lot of mistakes in your life. You're going to have a lot of regrets, whoever the hell you are. I have a lot of regrets, believe me, on this. But honestly, quite frankly, you just have to move on. You just can't worry about that. You just have to keep moving because life moves fast.
Yeah, brilliant.
If you want to do something 1% better, honestly, like looking back on it, you gotta look to who you trust. You gotta find out who you trust, and you gotta take care of them. You gotta be good to them, because that's important.
I trust this guy.
That's very important. That's very good. That's very good.
I trust this guy.
I don't
That's
trust
good.
him. Do you trust me? I don't trust him back.
Well, that's a problem. You should probably get that figured out, you know?
No, there's no fixing it.
You can't worry about the past because it's gone. You can't move the time back. You just can't. I mean, you agree with me, right?
Yeah.
Moving forward.
You can't move it back.
This is your time.
Find out what you want, because that's the problem. People don't know what they want in life.
Yeah.
Once you find out that, then you can go and get it.
So what's your
Then-
so you're talking about your purpose? Find your purpose.
What is my purpose of life?
That's what you're saying, though. That's once you find out, everything is straightforward then, right?
Yeah. Are you asking me what my purpose is or what in
Absolutely.
general?
Well, just do it. Yeah, yours. Yeah, yours.
My purpose? Quite frankly, I'd be lying if I knew.
Okay.
I'm close to it. I'm close to it.
But you're
I have
saying,
no idea my purpose.
but your advice is to find out what you love and what you want to do, right? So-
Exactly. I know what I love. I don't know what I want to do.
You seem like a humble guy. I like that. There aren't enough of those
That's
around.
very flattering, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I try to be humble. It's a good thing to
It
be
is
humble.
good.
You should be humble. Let me tell you that.
There you go.
That's also 1%
Perfect.
better.
The 1% better tip. What would it be?
Drink a lot of wine.
Wine. Really? White or red?
Red.
Red all the way.
Yes, red all the way.
And any particular type of red to just go in closer on that?
I like Merlot.
Merlot. Okay. We had a conversation about Merlot now. Have you seen the movie Sideways?
I
Watch
haven't.
the movie Sideways.
Okay.
It's a hilarious movie, and they talk
Yeah.
about Merlot. They don't like Merlot in it, but I like Merlot.
Yeah, I love Merlot.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
thank
Cheers. So, what's your name?
Nick Limp, baby.
Nick
Limp, L-I-M-P, as in limp.
Nick Limp.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
So Nick, what's your 1% better tip?
1% better tip? What's your 1% better
Well,
tip?
like, I run the show, so I don't have to give it out.
Well,
but
all right,
but
so
I give you time to think about it.
So why does everyone gotta judge each other? You know, come on. Why does everyone gotta judge each other? I think we're all just beautiful as we are.
Exactly.
Let's keep partying.
So don't be judging.
Yeah, don't be judging.
Do you practice that? Do you actually practice that yourself? Do you
I
judge people?
practice non-judgment.
Nice.
No jurisdiction.
Every day.
Yeah.
Go
Me and
with
her
it.
together.
So Nick, thanks for that. No, non-judgment is a beautiful thing, and I believe if people actually practice that, that'd be brilliant. People would feel better because judgment is shit, and there's no room.
What I would do.
So your name is
Bianca.
Bianca, lovely name. And where are you from, Bianca?
I'm from Miami.
Miami. Are you both from Miami?
No.
Okay. So Bianca, what would be your?
That's actually his girlfriend.
Okay, right. Okay, Bianca, don't worry.
She's my good friend, though.
That's cool. So Bianca, what would be your 1% better tip?
We would go to the beach.
Me and you, or just people in general?
Everyone.
Everybody. Okay.
Everyone just goes to the beach.
Sorry?
Everyone goes to the beach.
And just chill at the beach. Even in the winter when it's really cold and stuff?
In Miami, it's never cold.
Okay. So that makes everybody better? I'm jealous.
It honestly makes you a better person. I'm not lying. Like, when I go to the beach, I genuinely feel like a better person.
So that's your kind of meditation type thing, like?
Yeah, definitely.
And I totally agree, but in Ireland, if I go to the beach in the winter, I'd probably die because it's
In Miami, it's still 80 degrees. You can go.
Okay. Bianca, thanks so much for that. I appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Thank you, man.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. So I'm here with
I'm Jessica Ridley.
Jessica Ridley. So Jessica, you have a career in country music.
I do, yeah.
And no doubt it's flourishing.
Well, yeah, I've been in Nashville about 5 years, and I actually toured in your part of the world a couple years ago.
So I'm really looking forward to looking up your website when I get home. And
I hope you
hopefully
do.
other people will give a plug to the website.
JessicaRidley.com.
Lovely. So the 1% Better podcast, I'm interviewing people to get a little tip from them that you do every day to make you 1% better. What would you give out to the world to say they could do and make themselves 1% better?
Well, of course, I got to plug my music, and I think the music world today could use a lot more people who are willing to pay for their music and support the people making it, and that would make my world more than 1% better.
Okay.
Something else I do is I eat really naturally, I exercise, and I use essential oils, and I try to avoid the doctor. So.
You look like you do.
Well, thank
It looks
you.
like you don't go to the doctor that often, and that's a good thing.
And you're holding a tip jar here, which
I'm
we're going to
holding a tip jar.
contribute to. It's something that I haven't interviewed anyone with a tip jar before, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, there you go.
But look,
That's how I make my living down here.
I'm going to walk around with a tip jar for the rest of the night myself and see what happens. But thanks so much for coming on to the show, and we look forward to putting it out there. And thank you. There's a second one going in there. Thanks so much. So we're doing it with the 1% Better podcast. So basically, I'm asking you a question. Come along this way. We're doing it on the move. So, my name is Rob. What's your name?
Sam.
So Sam, if you were to give a piece of advice to the world that would make one person or one community or anything 1% better, what would it be?
Don't take anything like so seriously. Like, make the best out of you can. Like,
just go with it.
Just like.
And do you live that yourself?
Things get pretty bad, but like.
Do you live that yourself? Do you do that?
Yeah.
You do?
Like, I'm a college student, you know, like.
You're happy with your lot?
Huh?
You're happy out and you're just going with the flow and not letting things bother you?
I've had a shitty life and I'm fine.
You look pretty fine to me, man. So you're happy with that. So that's the advice. Look, man, I appreciate it, Sam. Thanks so much. Welcome. And you were on the podcast, so thank you.
Oh, right on.
Cheers.
Okay. 1% better. What do you have to say? What's your idea for making your life, somebody else's life, 1% better?
Bud Light. Bud Light.
Good answer.
Always.
My man here says Bud Light.
Bud Light.
1% better. Yes, 1% better. Your idea for making life for you or people around you, 1% better.
Donald Trump's not the president.
That's a great answer. That's exactly the right answer.
That's my answer.
That's exactly the right
Record it. Keep it.
The answer is Donald Trump not being president. That's exactly the right answer. I'm Stacey. This is Rob.
Awesome.
He's out from Ireland.
Awesome.
We're asking people the same question and figuring out what the answers are. The question is, what would you do to make your life or somebody else's life 1% better? It's the 1% Better podcast, 1% better.
Probably just do what you would do yourself with them. Like, treat others like how you want to be treated. Probably, honestly.
Well said.
I feel like if you do that, then it makes everybody's life better.
As you would treat others.
Sweet. Do unto others as you do unto yourself.
Exactly.
The question is, what would you do to make the world around you, people around you, your life, whatever, 1% better? It's the 1% Better podcast.
Do something nice for someone every day, even if it's opening a door or, you know, giving them a coffee or just something nice, one thing nice every day. Do something for someone else.
I like that.
I like it a lot. It makes you feel better yourself as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's the best reward.
So you're 1% better, the other person's 1% better, everybody's better.
So everybody's better.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
I like it.
Thanks so much for doing that. Okay?
Thank you, ladies. We appreciate that.
Can you give us an advice or a tip on buying a nice pair of boots and something like that next?
Buy them here.
Oh, good tip.
There we go. Tro West Annex on Broadway. Yes.
Here is where the boots go down.
We're going to have a look for a pair of
boots. The boots.
All right.
Do you get 2 for 1 here or 3 for 1 or buy 1 get 4 free? Hey folks, so you're at the end of another episode. Thank you so much. I'm recording a new exit. For those of you that have listened to previous episodes, you probably notice. If not, it's a new one. I'm now into double figures of shows, so I'm giving some thanks back to those that have given me feedback to help me improve the show. Again, I know there's so much more that we can do, and that will really be down to the feedback I get. So please keep that coming. As you're aware, or if not, you're going to be, there's lots of ways you can get in touch. You can email me at rob@robofthegreen.ie. Go to the website, there's a page for comments. I've got a few, but I'd love so many more. I'm on Twitter, @robofthegreen. Also on Instagram, at the handle robofthegreen. Facebook page, I would love to see more likes on that, and that's Rob of the Green as well. As I said before, I'm in Cork. As you've just probably listened to one of the episodes, you know a bit about me. If you have questions about me or anything at all you'd like to share, I am all ears and look forward to hearing that. So I wanted to wrap it up there. Thanks again so much. Please let your friends know about the 1% Better podcast. If there's been one thing that you've taken on board from the show so far that you've applied and that has actually made a difference in your life, that would be hugely enjoyable for me to hear that. This is why I'm doing it. It's a great journey so far. I feel it's only really starting, and thanks to you, the listeners, it's growing in popularity. So look, thank you. Have a great weekend. Have a great week, and please come back for some more episodes. Thanks. Bye.